Hey guys, I got a new lesson for you this week. All right, this is something you haven't learned yet, okay? But you have already learned some of the similar um, types of problems, okay? The similar problem that you've already seen would be right here, okay? This is 3x plus 2x, okay? These are the like terms. 3x plus 2x, that is just 5x, okay? Those are like terms. Now, if I asked you to do 3x plus 2, you can't actually do that because 3x plus 2 are not like terms. So this can't actually be combined, okay? But what we're going to do here is we're going to be adding, this is called a polynomial, okay? It's basically when you have more than one term. So this would have been a polynomial as well, okay? We had more than one thing, okay, being combined with something else. So what we have here is 3x squared plus 4x minus 2. All right, and we're going to combine that with 5x squared minus 7x plus 9. Now these are already lined up for you, which makes it a little bit easier. Okay, now let me show you a couple tricks that we're going to do along the way. All right, first thing is I'm going to put all of this in parentheses, everything except for the sign that's telling us what to do, which in this case is we're going to be adding. Okay, and I'll show you why I do that here in a moment. Okay, the other thing I'm going to do is they're already lined up together, just like you would have learned probably addition cards early on in kindergarten, something like that, 5 plus 2. Okay, you've got them lined up. You got the like terms lined up. So what I'm also going to do here is I'm going to separate them. I'm going to draw a line down. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing over here. So now we have 3 groups together. Now what we're also going to be doing here is using any sign that was in here before and using it to tell us whether the number was be considered a positive or a negative. Okay, these were both positive. Okay, this is a plus 4x, so we're going to consider this a positive 4x. So this is positive. Now this said minus 7x, so now we're going to look at this as a negative. Okay, minus 2 we're going to consider negative 2. Plus 9 we're going to consider positive 9. Okay. So, first thing that we're going to do here, and this is why I put things in parentheses, is we're going to go 3x squared plus 5x squared. Okay. So we got the like terms, 3 plus 5, 8. So we have 8x squareds. All right, now we have a positive 4 and a negative, sorry, a positive 4x and a negative 7x. And they are being added together. So it just helps me remember. By putting in parentheses, it kind of makes me do this every time. So I go 4 plus 4x plus negative 7x. So we look at it and go, well, that gives us negative 3x. So I'm going to put, if I get a negative, I'm going to put a minus sign. Then you have negative 2 plus 9. That gives us 7. If I come up with a positive, I'm going to write a plus sign. Okay, now my advice to you is go back and just re-watch that now that you have some idea of what you're doing, and it'll make a little more sense to you. Okay, then go on to the next problem. So we're going to go ahead and look at it. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put everything in parentheses. Okay. And I'm going to draw my lines separating them so I just kind of see it. Okay, we're also doing addition here. So we have 4x squared plus 1x squared. 4 plus 1 would be 5. So that would be 5x squared. Now we have negative 8x plus 10x. Negative 8 plus 10 would be 2. So here we have positive 2x. Since we get a positive, we're going to write a plus sign. Then we have 3 plus negative 4. 3 plus negative 4 is a negative 1. Since I get a negative, I'm going to put minus 1. All right, now my advice to you now is definitely pause the video, copy this problem down, and try it before I do it, okay? All right, so hopefully you've already tried the problem and hopefully got it correct, but let's take a look. So again, I'm going to put parentheses around everything. I'm going to separate them using my lines. 2x squared plus 5x squared. 7x squared. Negative 4x plus 1x. That'd be negative 3x. Since I get a negative, I'm going to put minus 3x. All right. 6 plus negative 9. And that gives us negative 3. So we put minus 3. Okay, if you're not great with the positives and negatives yet, adding and subtracting them, just adding the negatives, because all we're doing this week is adding them, use the calculator. Try and do it in your head first, and just remember the rule. If you're adding two numbers together, if it's more positive, the answer is going to be positive. If it's more negative, then the answer is going to be negative. So like here, 9 negatives. We have 9 negatives, 6 positives. That's more negative. Our answer was negative. Here we had, well, let me go to one that had more positive. We have 8 negatives, 10 positives. So your answer came out positive. Okay? And don't forget, you can reach out to me using Teams or my email, guys. Alrighty. Good luck.